welcome back to another video. I just got back from a surplus store. I'm close by. I go there every now and then. They got some pretty cool stuff. Editing right here. I just remembered to say the surplus store I went to, they had a Vietnam era Marine Corps M55 flat jacket. And they had this original World War II U.S. gas mask. I think it was the M5, if I remember. And they had it with a original lightweight gas mask bag, so that was pretty cool. And then they had, I think it was the sights that you would put on the side of an M1 Garand if you were shooting rifle grenades. And then they had a cool East German haversack and some 3 Swiss haversacks and I think a Swiss poncho, so that looked cool. And then they had some original manuals from World War II, Vietnam era ones, and then some 80s stuff. But I was gonna get 2 of those. I was gonna get a World War II one that was about medical stuff, and then I was gonna get another one they had was about the BAR, but I wind up getting that haversack and the first aid pouch, and I think I made a good choice. Anyways, back to the video. The first thing that we have here is a Type 2 jungle first aid pouch. Very nice. I already have a Type 3, so now I got a Type 2, and then I just need a Type 1, and then I have all the American Jungle First Aid pouches I know of. So, cool thing about these pouches, these dots right here, you can attach another first aid pouch under it, and yeah. Then this is where it would connect to a pistol belt or a cartridge belt. And then I'm pretty sure you can slide this part through, and that could slide through a pistol belt, or this example I have is a M1910 model of a cartridge belt, so a little different since how you adjust it. But you could also take this out, slide that right there, and then put that back in. And then yeah, so very nice. I've been looking for an original World War II one for a while, and finally got one. And then this was made in Minnesota, and then 1944. Then a little difference between these, the stamps on the front, and then the inside's different. This has stuff in it right now, but it only has like 3 slots there, and then also the stamp up there is different, and this one is a little different. Inside you have an 2 bigger open areas here and here, and you have 4 smaller areas here and here. So yeah, then very nice to have this. I'm going to do some research on what would go in these, and yeah, I've been looking for one of these for a bit to see in person, so that's cool, nice to have. Then this right here is a M1910 haversack, and this is the pouch for a mess tin. So this is a this one is World War One. Later I show you this. The haversack's dated 1918, and then I haven't checked the pouch, the mess kit pouch yet, but I already do have a mess kit pouch from World War One right here. I would say the only difference between the World War One and World War II model of the mess pouch right here is the World War One model has a button, and then on the World War II one it has like a strap like that. not with this, but kind of like that. So inside here, that's where the meat can will go. And then there's these little slots here, your utensils in there. And then let's open this up. Actually, let me show you the back. So we got this strap right here. Then you have these two straps connected to these guys right here. And then we got a stamp back here that's kind of fading. And then on the straps, we got some writing right there. Then this is the where it would connect to a cartridge belt or pistol belt. And then down here is where you could connect a knapsack. So let's open this up. After doing that strap, you have 3 straps here. And then right here is where you can see the manufacturer and the date it was made. But after opening these guys, after opening that up, you got this little tail-like thing. I don't remember what these little loops are for. I'm pretty sure if it's like more full like that, so you can slide these guys through it. And then that's basically just what it looks like open. And then we have another stamp on the back. And then something right there, more writing. So I'm gonna fill this with a blanket, and put this onto this cartridge belt so you can see like a little look of it. But also up here, that's where you connect the pouch for the mess kit. So the strap is connected to the haversack, and then the metal parts right there are part of the pouch. And then let me run that through again. And then right there, that's where you could attach a T-handle shovel. So yeah. So I have the M1910 on me. There it is. I just filled it up with random shirts and some pants. And then there I got the T-handle shovel. And then I got a bayonet. This is a at the front repro, and I have a at the front T-handle shovel on. And then I went ahead and threw my mess kit in the mess tin in there. I stole that from this one, but we'll put it back later. And then put it on the cartridge belt. And this one I couldn't get it to attach here since that's missing a piece that would go there. It's like a little black round thing, but yeah. And I also haven't adjusted this belt for my size yet. So these are a little different from the World War II ones, but when you look at the straps and all that, since if I remember, these are not attached like this, they're more up there I think. But so World War I haversack. And then this one right back here, I attach it to a little D-ring back there, so it holds up the haversack. It's not sitting down like that. Since yeah.